Hi folks, my name is Michael Neff and I'm the founder and director of Gears Sports, and this video is about club path at the impact position. Now here I've brought up the average tour player here in gold and the average player here in blue, and basically what you'll see here is that the club path, the average tour player, kind of comes back. If we take them both to the mid-back position and you look kind of down the line, you can kind of see here how both players have on average, both players have the club in a similar position here. Maybe the hands will out a little bit more for the average player, but you'll notice a big difference coming up here to the top of the swing. When the average tour player gets the club path much deeper, meaning the hands get farther away from your head than the average player does. Your hands kind of just pick the club up, your arms bend, your right arm bends a ton, way too much, and the club gets too close to the head here. Look at the distance between the head and the hands for the average tour player versus the amateur. So, and again, we get in real trouble in this transition. At the top of the swing, we get in real trouble, the average amateur does, at this first move. So I'm going to put them both here at this kind of similar position, and then I'm going to overlay them, and you'll see how different, see how much farther back the average tour player stands much closer to the ball than the average player does, and he actually gets his hand much deeper than the average tour player does. So that's kind of a double whammy for the average golfer. We need to get the you're going to feel like you get a little closer to the ball, and we need to get that good club head path. We need those hands to get behind in this manner. In fact, your hands are at left arm parallel. You can see that the butt of the club is basically right in line with the shoulder here. And most of you basically have the butt of the club way out, like almost underneath your chin. So there's just no real pathway to success from this position. There's too little time from this point to impact to fix this path. So it's really important that we get the hands deeper and back in here. As we get into that downward position here, you'll see that the average tour player, or the average player, look how far the hands are away from their body, and look how good the tour players do. They keep the club head behind their hands, and their hands are really close to their body, and they stand closer to it. So in average, like tour players stand so much closer, and the average players are so far away from it. You'll also see when we get to that impact position that most of the amateurs are just chopping across it in the club path. If you can see, this dark line here represents the downswing path and how much higher it is than the impact, the follow-through path. Now watch this. Is the club? Look how much this is. The dark path is on this side of that line. So we're swinging more from the inside and up. And one last thing to kind of show you this, the middle fall through. If you can look from the face of the target and overlay these two, look at the average tour players actually swinging the club more to the right field than he is the left field. If you were to look from above, the average tour player swings the club more down the target, where the average amateur really pulls across it. So this is a good visual for you. We just got to fix this. This is so important to get that hand path right. We got to get your hands in a much better position coming down. We just can't have you chopping out like that. Get those hands. We got to get those hands deeper and that club face a little more square. Look at the difference in that club face angle too. It's amazing. Anyways, so this is something we got to fix. If you're in this position, you're going to get a red flag. If the handle's up and out like this, you really have no other choice but to come over the top and hit a slice or a snap hook or a pull hook. And we just got to get your hands down and more in, and that will really help your club path.